Big back-to-school day across Kentucky. And everyone, thanks for joining us here at noon. I'm Brooke Hash. A brief cool down maybe for those kiddos on the bus, but they may be feeling those raindrops on their way home, Sam.
Yeah, it's kind of humid outside, Brooke. Yeah, some cooler air today, but we still have a fair amount of humidity in the air, and that is going to be making for a couple of pop-up showers as we get you into mid-afternoon today. Here's actually a current look at our radar. Most spots are dry, but we're going to take you down to the south, where down towards Adair County, we're actually not waking up. We're actually hitting the noon show. I think I'm on GMK this morning here. So far at noon, the lunch hour, we're actually noticing a couple of pop-up showers down by Burkesville and just south of our viewing area. So things could be changing. The atmosphere has quite a bit of humidity to be working with. And once we get a couple of boundaries that move through, we could see some upward motion of that humidity, and that's going to be making for a pop-up shower or storm through the afternoon. We're quiet though and dry in most spots. 82 in Shelbyville. Some cooler spots still to the north and west. Bedford to Seymour, kind of a northeast wind there. You're noticing temperatures in the low to mid 70s. So we're basically spread about the low 70s, if not the low 80s across the area. So a pretty big temperature contrast. We're going to be hitting 86 this afternoon around 4 p.m. There will be a little more sunshine later this afternoon, but believe it or not, along with the sunshine will also come in a better chance for some spotty showers as we get into later on this afternoon. So Brooke, everybody should stay tuned because I'll talk more about where the best shot of rain on Futurecast is this afternoon in a few more minutes.
All right, Sam. Thousands of Kentuckiana students are back in the classroom today across 14 districts. One of the largest is Hardin County with 14 schools. Remember, all elementary students will be released an hour early today except Lakewood. The district said this is to make sure bus drivers have extra time to get students where they're supposed to go. And due to construction at Central Hardin High School, school officials say parents should use the main entrance when dropping off those kids and follow the construction route. Staff members will be outside to guide you. And this year, raises go into effect for Hardin County employees. The board approved the change before summer break. The district said teachers will see a 6% pay increase, which brings starting salary to about $45,000. Hourly employees will also get raises ranging from $1 to $4 an hour. We also want to give a big welcome back to the Grayson County Cougars. The district has 6 schools, mostly elementary. This year, GCS is welcoming 2 new elementary school principals, and leaders are excited to break ground on a new technology center worth $10 million. This is also the 50th anniversary of Grayson County High School. No big changes expected over at Shelby County schools this year. That's according to Dr. Josh Matthews, the district's new superintendent. He says, as always, parents should anticipate hiccups on the first day, especially when it comes to busing. Dr. Matthews said he's also excited to get to know his new district.
It's really about building relationships. We're so excited to have our kids back in the hallways. We're excited to have our teachers back and our community members and our parents, and just to have the schools come back to life. I want to be out in the schools. I want to build those relationships. I want to see our kids. I want to see our teachers.
Dr. Matthews said traffic patterns may see a switch up due to construction at Heritage Elementary. Keep that in mind. The biggest district in our area, Jefferson County, returns tomorrow with brand new start times for some schools. Here's what you need to know. Those staggered start times are now 7:30, 8:40 and 9:40. They were consolidated from 9 start times to 3 back in May. More than 80 schools across the district will be affected by that change. The school board said the goal is to make sure buses are on time and to avoid that debacle that happened last year. Last week, Superintendent Dr. Marty Polio said the district has more bus drivers than routes this time around and anticipates the latest student drop-off time will be 7:30 p.m. That would be an improvement of 2.5 hours from last year. Right now, JCPS is looking to fill nearly 100 positions district-wide, and it comes as student enrollment is up for some schools over in West Louisville. District leaders credit that jump to the student assignment plan that started last year, allowing more kids to go to their neighborhood schools. But 2 newly popular schools in the Shawnee neighborhood, Hudson Middle and the Academy at Shawnee, are now severely understaffed. Interim Chief of Human Relations Cynthia Groman said growing enrollment is still a good problem to have.
These are all very normal problems to have, especially at the beginning of a school year. The number of those postings do not necessarily reflect the number of actual vacancies for a variety of reasons, but yes, they do show areas of need in the district.
She said resource teachers will help fill the gap. They are certified teachers trained in different areas and subjects. And among many changes, the Academy at Shawnee will also have a new principal. Taking a closer look, JCPS Superintendent Dr. Marty Polio explained how the school district is trying to entice new staff at last week's JCPS task force meeting. One strategy recently rolled out by the district is an $8,000 stipend for teachers at schools with higher needs.
So we did have a good number who jumped at that opportunity from the beginning. It is still a challenge. I'm not going to say that it's not still a challenge in our highest need schools to bring in staff, because it is a tougher job.
The money is in addition to the normal pay for JCPS teachers, which starts at $48,000 and goes up to $94,000 for a teacher who's worked in the district for at least 25 years. He says it's been an issue the district's dealt with since the pandemic. Although this is our busiest back to school week, there are still several more districts to come. You can check out that full list of back to school dates on our website under the GMK tab. All right, in other news, the state of Indiana has cited the city of New Albany after it sent crews to make emergency repairs on the Silver Creek Dam, where a 14-year-old boy drowned earlier this year. The city's been ordered to stop those repairs immediately while an investigation by the Army Corps of Engineers continues. The Department of Natural Resources said you must have a permit to do any type of work on a creek or waterway. It issued an infraction to New Albany Mayor Jeff Gahan, saying he knowingly sent his crews in without a permit. DNR said this law is in place to protect both people and property that are in the path of these waterways. Unauthorized work, including placing fill rock in the floodway, can lead to upstream flooding and create additional public safety issues if not properly constructed, which is why these activities require a permit from DNR. The state's tried for the last 3 years to remove this controversial dam, which some community members have said is a hazard to locals. DNR said the city, meanwhile, has fought against its removal from day one. Right now, a longtime Louisville pilot is missing in the Bahamas. Chris Moore took off from Florida Sunday, flying solo on a path his wife says he's taken many times. The ABC station in West Palm Beach reports the FAA sent out an alert for a single-engine BRM Aero Bristol. It was reported missing from Sebastian Municipal Airport. Moore's wife, Stacy Love, told us after she didn't hear from him, she rushed to the Bahamas herself to start investigating. But government regulations and privacy rules are keeping her from getting cell tower information she needs from the Bahamian government. Love's hired a private rescue helicopter she says will continue to search today. A driver died in a brutal crash on Dixie Highway last night. It happened before 9 p.m. near the Mill Creek Generating Station in southwest Jefferson County. Police said 2 vehicles were heading south on the highway when they crashed, sending an SUV into oncoming traffic straight into another car. The driver of the SUV died. The other drivers were seriously hurt. The ongoing case of former Clark County Sheriff Jamie Noel is now putting family members against each other. The lawyer for his daughter, Casey Noel, accused her dad of abuse and manipulation. It came out of a Clark County courtroom. Misty Noel also joined her daughter in court, asking to join their cases together, and our Ian Hardwitt and photojournalist Jessica Farley were there from that courtroom reporting on the mother and daughter locked in hands.
After Misty Noel filed for divorce against Jamie Noel, their daughter, Casey Noel, is now also trying to distance herself from her father in the courtroom.
Away from Jamie's physical presence and his physical control, a much clearer picture of the control and the manipulation and the relationship that he had with his immediate family has emerged.
Casey's defense lawyer, Sonny Bush Sattel, said the abuse became clear in June after Jamie Noel went back behind bars for violating his bond. She believes the calls Jamie has made in jail will reveal more about the type of relationship the father and daughter had. Casey and Misty Noel also requested their bond to be relaxed so they could travel across the river to Louisville. Indiana State Prosecutor Rick Hurdle thought it was unwise and reinforced how bond was meant to be restrictive. He's unsure if more criminal charges can be brought against Misty and Casey, but he's looking into it.
There are enough layers here that there are things that have been hidden by the defendants that the state has not uncovered at this point in time, and there may be still some uncovering at this point in time. Hand
in hand, the mother and daughter hoped for a formal joining of their cases so they could be tried as one. Judge Larry Medlock pushed off ruling on their request. Although the charges the Noel women face for theft and tax evasion are similar, Misty's requires double the amount of jurors as Casey's.
Not sure it's allowed, but we'll find out. I'll consider it.
Those considerations will wrap up next Tuesday on a phone conference when the judge is expected to make a decision on the bond restrictions and joining the cases. In Clark County, Ian Hardwick, WHAS11, on your side.
If the judge rules in favor of combining the mother-daughter cases, that would push Casey's court date back to October.